Joined by first manager Chris Search, previewing our first away day of the season away to Oxford City. Certainly Searchy, just a couple of days, or you've had a couple of training sessions now in between Dorking and this Saturday. How have the lads been on Tuesday and tonight?
Yeah, no, obviously as expected, I think, in good spirits. Obviously, as I said after the game, I don't want to get carried away, but you can hear it probably in the background, the noise that's going on as Popo and Randall are getting bopped. But the boys are in great spirits, and it's really good to see. We want to see the boys with a smile on their faces. I think people, you get the best out of people when they're happy. So it's good to see them in these sort of spirits. I said to the boys, and we'll be emphasising this. Saturday's come and gone now. As much as it was great, and they'll never take it away from us, it's almost like irrelevant now. Our focus goes 100% onto Oxford, and to try and build on what we got on Saturday. To an extent, Saturday was a bonus, but let's try and get something out of the game Saturday, and make sure that Saturday against Dorking wasn't mean something, if you like. Use it to our advantage that we got the 3 points, and use this game on Oxford to see where we really are.
Obviously, you moved me on quite nicely to Oxford. The tough start to the season continues for us, isn't it? With another team that last season were in the playoffs when the season was stopped in March.
Yeah.
What are you expecting from them to bring in their kind of attacking threats this week?
Yeah, obviously, again, because as you say, there's so much change and whatever's gone on over the season, from the close of COVID to now. Lots of personnel changes. I think Oxford, they're going to look to pass the ball. Seen some of the highlights from them against Braintree. To be honest, I think they mixed it up a bit, to be fair to them. I don't think they try to overplay too much. I think they varied up their gameplay. They got it forward quite quickly. But they did try and play as well, and obviously on the 3G, I'd expect them to maybe get it down a bit more. So I expect a good football match, competitive as you expect at this level. As we proved, I don't think there's going to be any easy games at all this year. Everything's going to be very competitive, So looking forward to it as a first away game. And it'll be interesting how we fare on the 3G, because we have been looking to pass it a little bit more. So hopefully the boys will use that to our advantage, maybe.
Obviously, a lot of threats in the Oxford forward line, especially Zach McCracken.
That's it.
It's difficult. Apologies, Zach, if you have watched this.
Yeah.
But what are you expecting him specifically to bring to the game on Saturday?
Yeah, I think Zach's obviously a very neat player. He picks it up in the 10 spot. He looks to hurt teams. He's very, very, very technical. He's a good player. He's obviously, I would say, they're 100% their main threat. Not trying to take anything away from Oxford, but I think if Zach looks to play well, then Oxford will generally do quite well. So he's one that we've got to keep an eye on for sure. And he's for me, he is probably their main danger.
And obviously, we touched on Saturday afternoon against Dorking about Kensdale.
Yeah.
I know you put out a bit of a cryptic tweet earlier in the week about your good news, #6.
Yeah, that's it.
What good news do you have to share about the Ollie Kensdale situation?
Yeah, Ollie obviously had been offered a decent deal, a team a league above. Probably not for me to disclose who it was, but he had a decent offer, and he obviously had deliberations about should he, shan't he. We had chat probably daily. We've had chats with Ollie to see where his mind was and what his thought process was, and I'm delighted to say that even though that the offer was significant, he's decided to stay with Concord and pursue where he's going to go with us this year, to see just to get a bit more confidence in himself, a few more games under his belt, and then obviously see where things pan out after. But I'm delighted that Ollie's going to commit for the season, and hopefully if he has a good season, as I've said to him, I've no doubt Ollie Kensdale will eventually make a move and make a move to a higher team, but just at the moment in time, I felt, and he certainly felt, that maybe the timing wasn't just quite right. So delighted to have him commit for the year.
How nice is it then, from maybe a personal perspective, and as a management team, that you've created that environment where players are not just considering moves up the table because of a career move, but also looking at kind of the project as a whole here?
Yeah, think that's an important thing, you know. And Ollie, obviously, first one really, you know what it's like. If you build something good, unfortunately the vultures come circling, you know. So I dare say, Ollie, the way that I see the season going, and if we carry on as we have, and how I hope that we'll carry on, I dare say there'll be many more approaches for the boys, and it's something that, you know, the boys need to, you know, take on board and weigh up, you know, what they want to do. But for Ollie to do what he done and commit his future to us for the year is really, really important. You know, he's a good player for us, Ollie. And as I say, hopefully it's the proof will be in the pudding as time goes on that he's made the right decision. And as I say, if any of the other boys end up getting a knock on their door, then hopefully they'll stick to us as well. You know, so it's important for us that we try and keep a bit of continuity and consistency for the squad. And yeah, so very good.
Perfect, Search. We'll leave it there because
Thank you.
I need to go to work here, so we'll catch up on Saturday.
Enjoy, Kian. Thanks, mate.